Well, welcome back to another long overdue episode of TJ's Chainsaw Restoration. Again, been a while since you heard that, eh? Well, the last video I uploaded was clear back in July of this year, and now it's December. Today being December 5th, to be exact. Remember the last video I actually went and checked my channel, I actually did, was on this whole Super 77 here. Which, to be quite honest, has been hanging and has not been started since the day I made that video. As many of these saws. See, that one's been dried out. I ran that on storage fuel and then dried the tank. Ran that one on storage fuel, dried the tank. This one's, I believe I ran it on some 110 octane with mix and pretty much dried the tank on that. This one never got fueled. That one's been dry for a while. Same with those, and same with many of these. My problem is life has been so busy, I just haven't had the time to keep them all running. So I've, a while ago, before I went to the railroad, pretty much dried all the tanks out and shelved them, and that way I didn't have to worry about them. I have acquired some new projects since then. I just lacked the time to do any. Life has been just absolutely nuts. So, and since I was gone, I wanted to finish out the summer working on this thing as much as I could, and got quite a bit of progress done. So, well, let me show you what's going on with some of the projects I believe you all have seen already a little while ago. I do believe I brought up the fact that I had bought this 909, 900, 909, or 990. I believe it's the 900 or 909 because the switch is located here instead of down here as on the 990 series. This one is seized. I have been constantly soaking it in oil. As you can tell, I've got so much oil in there that it's actually starting to drain out. And it was coming out of the carburetor, I think. Anyway, so that's been a long-term project. I bought this one probably darn near a year ago already. From a buddy of mine. And of course I don't remember how much I told you about it, but it did come with this super awesome 42-inch roller nose with the half-pitch chisel bit chain, and I was stoked to get that. I'll be busting this loose eventually, sanding this, and then soaking this in some diesel, or maybe doing the rust treatment on it to get this chain broke loose, because I definitely want to do a chisel file on this chain and keep that original. So that's been an ongoing project. It's getting to the point where I'm probably going to have to take the whole saw apart, bust the cylinder loose, and see if I'm going to need a piston and cylinder, which is going to be more than likely the case, because I have gotten it to move a little, but not much, and I've been soaking it for quite a while. So I think what happened is it either corroded itself to death, or it was burned up from a lean seizure, or straight gas. Who knows? Anyway, there's a little saw under here. This here is not super impressive. It's a Homelite 7-10, and it's got a bar and chain on it too. That's a future project. That's either 6-10 or 7-10. I don't remember. But anyhow, you know what, I'll just pull it out a little ways. Yeah, it is a 710. 710 automatic. Really nice shape. It's got most of its paint left. So, this is a future project for later on. What else we got? I picked up this XL 925 right here. This is also in super nice shape. It's got a full wrap handle. Big old Homelite bar on it. And that's another future project. Super Pro 80 McCullough and a Mac 1010 automatic to go with this Mac 1010. This was for a buddy of mine, but he never did take it, so it still runs pretty rough. This one sat and got pretty well corroded out in the weather, but it does run, just not that good, so it's gonna need a little bit more love. This one here, I was lucky it was stored in a nice place. It's also got a full wrap handle, so that's pretty nice. And then there's this little project, the Super Easy. As you can see, I've started this one. I've pretty much got everything I need. Right here, we've got fuel line filter, carb kit to get her going. I just need to get my solvent tank back up and running and clean this little guy because it is dirty. And then there's this little project here. This project is for a friend of mine. Won't go into too many details, but anyway, a little girlfriend of mine. This here is a little 015 chainsaw, a little Stihl 015 that I picked up, and it is in amazing shape. Look at this, guys. You're going to be, I think, pleasantly surprised. This little guy here has the original bar and chain that came on it, and look at how pretty much all the original paint is there. This little Stihl 015L. Look at this, guys. It's very, very rare that you see any of these saws in such good shape. I mean, look at even the bottom. This saw is in amazing shape, and this is why I bought it. It does run, needs a carb kit and the tune-up. And then it even came with a little carrying case. I didn't get the owner's manual, which I know the owners had, and I'm a little bit sad about that, but oh well. So, this is also a project, but like I said, this one's for a friend of mine, so I'm hoping she'll like this one. It's just about her size, too. Alright, now that we're caught up pretty much on projects, I just need to get my button gear and get going on them. Not sure what's going to happen this winter as far as restos go. I am thinking about taking the 990 back apart because I had some weird reaction happen here. You can see how nice and smooth this is, and look how rough this is. Somehow the clear crinkled up on the red paint and had some weird reaction, so I've got to take all the red parts back off, re-sandblast them, and it really made me a little upset because it happened on this top cover, and I had a nice decal there, so I got to spend another like 60 bucks, get decals again for it, and then re-blast those red parts because that's been driving me nuts for months. I just haven't been able to get to it yet. I am thinking of eventually taking this one apart again, putting a proper tilts and carb kit in this carb, and then actually using the good paint that I used on this one, because as you can see, it's gotten pretty scratched up, and those stupid scratches were just from sitting on a floorboard. I mean, that's how cheap this Duplicolor paint is. It came out nice, and it is nice. This is also Duplicolor paint, as long as you leave them be. If you don't touch them, the paint will be fine, but just from a little bit of moving around, a little bit of running, that's what that happened to that paint. And this one was subject to a lot more scuffing and moving, and as you can see, there isn't one chip off the bottom, so I may eventually redo that one. The Super 77, I'm gonna wait. I want to have a get together with Leon here, hopefully in the near future, probably next year at this point, but we'll get one going here pretty soon, and I want to run this one, that way he can run it and I can run it, have some fun with it. It's got a nice sharp chain. It's just waiting. Get another run out of this one, but I'm debating on doing that one. This one I'll probably always leave as a kind of the old dirty monkey here, because I enjoy being able to run one of the stick shifts. So that's that, folks. When I start getting my rear in gear and getting some projects going again, of course y'all will be updated. So, well, like I said, it's December 5th, 2019. Darn near done with the year. Hope you all have had a great year. And yeah, we will catch you all on the next one. Talk to you later. Have a good one.